Mr. Ram Madhav is one of the most powerful voices in the BJP and has been very vocal in the wake of the Uri attack and the response that India must give to Pakistan. His specific words were, and this was quoted in several places, for one tooth, the complete jaw. The days of so-called strategic restraint are over. These words of Mr. Ram Madhav were immediately after the Uri attack, within hours of that. Now, in tangible words, Mr. Ram Madhav, welcome to the program. You said for one tooth, the complete jaw.
Thank you.
There is confusion among the people in this country what exactly will happen in terms of tangible moves. What has translated into action? There was a great restlessness 8 days back. That restlessness has only grown now. In terms of tangible terms, what action has really happened?
You see, firstly, the question of strategic restraint. I said on the day of the attacks that I think between India and Pakistan, now it will be a totally different relationship. It will no longer be a relationship of the so-called strategic restraint. And I'm sure in the last 10 days, the whole country and the whole world has seen the very different India, very different response from India, starting with what the Honorable Prime Minister has said on day one to today what Honorable
Mr. Madhav
has said at the United Nations. As far as my first part of the comment was concerned, jaw for the tooth, I mean it that the approach will be to go all out. No, I think the government will go all out. The relationship between the two countries will no longer be the same. I am very sure about it. Now it will unfold. Give us, definitely give the government time. It's taking a number of steps.
No, Mr. Madhav, if I had to ask you straight, if I had to ask you straight, are you speaking also in military terms? When you say for one tooth, the complete jaw, are you speaking also in military terms?
I'm talking from the terms of the people's sentiments. I'm talking as a leader of the party. Look, there will be multiple levels of dealing with Pakistan. This is not new. Everybody knows about it, and every government handles Pakistan at multiple levels. And only difference will be our handling, I'm sure, will be different from what used to be before.
But Mr. Madhav, let me ask you more specifically, since you said the days of so-called strategic restraint are over. If terrorism is an instrument of the weak and the coward, restraint in the face of repeated terror attacks betrays inefficiency and incompetence. And we should prove otherwise. These were your words. So in that context, I want to ask you 5 or 6 specific questions and people will appreciate a clear response. A, using your words, if India is to prove otherwise, will it name all international forums Pakistan as a terrorist state in the same way that Rajnath Singh said in his tweet?
Not just Rajnath Singh. In response to Nawaz Sharif's speech in the United Nations, the Indian representative has already said that we all should call Pakistan a terrorist state. You should read the text of the India's response at the United Nations. And we have been saying it. Prime Minister has been saying so many things more than that. I mean, there is direct challenge thrown at Pakistan. There is a direct suggestion to the international community today by Madam Sushma Swaraj that we should throw that country out of all the international fora. What more do you want?
No, Mr. Madhav, we want specifics.
Clear message.
No, Mr. Madhav, see. We want, Mr. Madhav, we want specifics.
External Affairs Minister.
No, Mr. Madhav.
External Affairs Minister stands at the United Nations and tells the United Nations that you should throw out that country. What more do you want?
No, but Mr. Madhav,
as far as diplomatic offensive is concerned,
no, Mr. Madhav,
many other things will follow. I'm saying many other things will follow.
Yeah, but here's the point. Specific point. Will you push for sanctions against Pakistan by naming Pakistan? Sushma Swaraj should have directly named Pakistan 20 times in that speech today. There is no need for ambiguity in my view. She must name Pakistan 20 times in every context, even when she's talking about a country being a country with sponsors, supports, and funds terror. She must name Pakistan. Name them 20 times on the global stage. Will you push for sanctions against Pakistan by naming Pakistan?
So Pakistan has been named right by Prime Minister to Sushma Swaraj. Now your whole argument is you have named only thrice. You should have named her 6 times. Then somebody else will say you have only named her that country only 6 times. There is no meaning in this logic, Arnab. She has very categorically talked about Pakistan, taking up its name. She said categorically that this country sponsors, supports, funds, trains terrorists. She categorically stated naming Pakistan.
But she must.
Prime Minister has done it.
I
It is,
personally,
first day and in his address
Mr.
in
Madhav,
Kerala.
personally, Mr. Madhav, you see, I would say take away any element of nuance and go directly at Pakistan. You have your own views. Now, Mr. Madhav, taking your own words, if India is to prove otherwise.
No.
And
there are different forums. That is not Arnab's Times Now studio to name 10 times. That's UN forum. There is a way of putting across things in a very... I give 10 out of 10 marks to Madam Sushma Swaraj for the excellent way she has presented India's case.
Ram Madhav, if India is to prove otherwise, if I were to ask you directly, would it have to undertake surgical airstrikes on training camps in Pakistan? There's been talk of this.
Is well taken. India is already proving otherwise. And I am saying India will deal with this issue at multiple levels. What all those levels will be, you please allow those things to unfold.
Exactly, but I don't know why we have to be hemmed in.
You are sure.
No, I don't.
I want the country to be sure that we are no longer following the age-old Congress brand restraint anymore. We are going all out. We will definitely teach those who send terrorists into India a big lesson of their lifetime.
Then, Mr. Madhav, I would say dump the Indus Waters Treaty. Jawaharlal Nehru signed it in 1960. So what? That was in a different circumstance. This country has an official policy of bleeding India with 1,000 cuts. Dump it. I don't understand why we have to work within the limitations of the Indus Waters Treaty. That's what people will tell you. But once you work within the limitations, it will take 10 years for us to build storage, to divert the water towards Arab. Just reject the Indus Waters Treaty officially. Send the message home. Why speak in half measures?
Arnab, no. Honestly speaking, government has not said anything about Indus Waters Treaty yet. But yes, there was one statement coming out of the spokesperson of MEA who said that no agreement will succeed when there is no goodwill between the two countries. Now, what is going to be the future action on Indus Waters Treaty? Let government take a view on that. Government is engaged in deliberations. But why do you think that there is any ambiguity in our stance?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because all I'm hearing, Mr. Madhav, is we are going to start limiting the water flow within the ambit of an Indus Waters Treaty. I believe there is no treaty between countries that have no peace arrangement with each other. They violated the peace arrangement. We can break the treaty. Anyway, that's my view. My next question to you, sir, why don't you officially push for the suspension of Pakistan from forums like the UN and the Commonwealth? For violating provisions of the UN resolutions, including...
What Sushma Swaraj,
officially
minister said was precisely the same. Precisely the same. She said, we all should throw out that country from all international fora. But definitely India will probably, once the External Affairs Minister has said it in so many words, India will definitely follow it up.
I am asking these questions to a gentleman who said, for one tooth, the complete jaw. I'm asking these questions to a gentleman who said that restraint in the face of repeated terror attacks betrays inefficiency and incompetence. We should prove otherwise. The whole country cheered you on, Ram Madhav, when you said that today. So I'm asking these questions to the gentleman who raised the expectation. Sir, if India is to prove otherwise, using your own words, please grant asylum to Brahmada Bhukti. Do so openly, don't wait.
No, look, I am only speaking to you as a party leader. Government, as I said, government has taken so many steps in 10 days. What makes you think that nothing else is going to happen, only this much will happen, this has happened?
Because I want to be sure.
Government is considering various options, and government now has said on an international, very prestigious forum that we are now committed to expelling that country from international forums. What more do you expect?
But I tell you why, Mr. Madhav, and don't think I'm cynical about it. I'm just saying that unfortunately you have limitations, and one of your greatest limitations is your alliance partner, the PDP. You are the architect of that alliance. I'd say boycott. Boycott all multilateral any talks with Pakistan. But they may have a different view.
I take great objection to this kind of very unfortunate wisdom of all of you to link India-Pakistan dispute every time with Kashmir. Now, first of all, you tell me you are assuming that all people of Kashmir are Pakistanis.
My question is
that?
no, Ram Madhav, let me tell you that.
No, my question
to you. No, one second. You've got it wrong. You've got it wrong. I'll tell you why. One second, Mr. Madhav. Mr. Madhav,
several intellectuals I have seen their articles.
Mr. Madhav.
I have seen interviews by great historians.
Mr. Madhav.
This to Kashmir.
Mr. Madhav.
Consistently said.
No, Mr. Madhav, listen. You got it completely wrong. My question and my view is very firm. I view any talks with Pakistan as unnecessary. Some political parties feel talks with Pakistan need to be continuous and there needs to be engagement with them. My view is just drop off all talks with Pakistan. It's unnecessary. In fact, I am saying there is no link between terrorism and Kashmir. If there was a link between terrorism and Kashmir, would you use that to justify what happened in 26/11? Terrorism is terrorism. My position is very, very fundamentally clear on that, Ram Madhav. So I'm saying cancel all talks. Like you said, no, in what talks on the Indus Waters Treaty? Great.
Where are talks happening? Where are talks happening now?
I would say no engagement.
Not just we, Arnab, I would like to remind you, when 2008 happened, 1 full year, Congress had suspended talks with Pakistan. Even now we are not talking. Because, the situation is not such that we should talk to them now.
You say days of strategic restraint are over. Now, if we have to prove otherwise, Mr. Ram Madhav, does it mean we should replicate what we did in the aftermath of the killing of 18 of our soldiers in 2015 by the NSC and Khaplang, where we engaged in hot pursuit into the Myanmar border? If we could avenge that way then, why don't we avenge the same way now?
No, different countries, different strategies, different options. It is Myanmar on one hand, you are talking about 2015. In 2016, it is going to be Pakistan and totally different approach. Here, there is no restraint. Prime Minister is directly talking to people of Pakistan, telling them how useless their rulers have been. Now, this, you still call it restraint. I mean, I am saying it's a totally different approach that Prime Minister has adopted. It's going to get us very good results.
The time frame is something which is not clear. Your party says, the government says it will get us good results. Don't worry, we will respond in a way that they will not recover from. Now, all these words are great. To some extent, Mr. Ram Madhav, they will be seen to be pugilistic. And some people, if you don't act for some period of time, and I'm only reflecting the public sentiment, Mr. Madhav, if you don't visibly act very strongly in a period of time, and which is why I take this whole Indus Waters thing with a little pinch of salt, because there's no immediate action. People, Mr. Ram Madhav, expect immediate action. Immediate action can be a few days,
a few
weeks,
but
not too many months.
In our National President's statement, we have said it. We appreciate the sentiments of the people of this country, very strong sentiments, including that of yours. We take it very seriously, but not those views of some cynics sitting in opposition, linking it to Kashmir, making all sorts of peacenik voices, not their views, but the serious, honest views of the countrymen are going to be very well appreciated by this government. It will definitely take them into account.
But you put a time frame to this, Mr. Madhav? Everyone's talking about time frames.
No,
what is the time frame for a rollout?
What time frame? From day one we started working, we started acting against Pakistan. From day one we started massive diplomatic offensive. We have gone beyond that. We started trying to communicate with sections of Pakistan society. We are now taking it to a totally different level in this strategic discourse. We are raising Baluchistan, we are raising POK, we are raising Gilgit-Baltistan. We have taken the discourse to a totally new level where Pakistan is so suffocated today. They have no answers for the international community to give.
While I don't disagree with what you're doing, and this is my last point to you, Mr. Madhav, I am not in the business of giving unsolicited advice, leave alone to someone of your experience, but I believe the people of this country believe that with that country, Mr. Ram Madhav, words don't matter. With that country, Pakistan, words don't matter anymore. They are shameless to a point where they will not listen to your words and respond to your words. They'll respond to action. You stop their water, they'll respond. You show them our might, they respond. You isolate them, they will respond. Words, I feel, they've got thick skin on that subject. I'm sure you agree with me on that, Mr. Madhav.
Absolutely. Arnab, your views are the views of the majority people of our country. I would say 99% of the people of our country. We appreciate, we respect these views.
Well, Mr. Madhav, I thank you for joining me on this chat on the News Hour tonight. That's top BJP leader Ram Madhav. Thank you very much. Thank you.